Okay, let's go. Gotta make some more content. Ooh, there's a nice sunrise set. Nice. I would beat that this not. I forgot to text my stepmom to say thank you for the lasagna. Méga merci pour merci pour la lasagne. C'était un délice. Because she made me my supper tonight, so I have to say thank you. If my dad made it, no thank you. If my mom made it, no thank you. But you know, you broke, dude. I hate Tower Sword. It's non-stop break at this point. This is Summer Saga. Watched it yesterday. Sorry, guys. Aha. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Don't blink, it's your bugging. Welcome to our show. Team Wolf having a wonderful day on this 14th March 2025. September 2025. Exhausted, we worked so hard today. Today, we did a TikTok live. I'm gonna make some videos, TikTok battles. I'm gonna be watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I gotta go to sleep tomorrow. Tomorrow when I wake up, I have a meeting with the government rep. So that's gonna be important. Some nature porn. Okay. There you go, we're back. We are back, baby. I wanted. Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome commercial, because guys doing Wolves are having a wonderful day on this glorious after charge the tower. 14th February 2025. Cops, police, ambulance. Blitz. I'm starting to know them. Today we're starting the evening because this is our evening videos with our tower talk. So, I made a mistake. We have some great news to start with the tower talk. So the tower talk, the first thing I want to talk about is that we have a great new mod for health. So the mod we have right now is 20% health regen, but we have one with 20% health regen and plus 1% health. So I'm gonna do that. And for the cannon, right now the cannon we have 2 meter attack range, and we have time plus 2 time attack speed. We're gonna trade it for critical factor, and we're gonna trade it for bound shot chance because it's better. Right now, got some great news for you guys. We're doing the same thing that we were doing. So this is more about Resistance Reborn than anything else right now. So we did the whole thing that we're doing. So basically, we have our orbs, and I have the shockwave frequency and size to the max before. But right now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to do a tier 2. That way, with a tier 2, I'm able to get much more. I'm able to get much more. Well, Queen, first of all, that's not the really the big part of it. The big part of it is I want to get perks. I'm surprised by how little, and I do mean how little, we're gonna get for. I haven't done tier 2 in so long. I'm definitely beating the 100 for sure. The question is just how far can I go, right? With the tier 1, we're doing 100. Now here's the thing: tier 2 should be doing okay because if tier 2 allows elite from 500, then if I get a vampire, the people that kill me the most. We drew some cards. Got some pretty good cards. We got what? We got Wave Skip, which is incredible. We got extra orbs. We got Plasma Cannon. We got Energy Nets. We're gonna be using Wave Skip, and I'm gonna be trading soon free upgrade for extra orbs because extra orbs are one of my favorites. And in the beginning, what we're gonna do is we're focusing on 2 things: Shockwave and orbs. Shockwave's gonna push towards the orbs, and the orbs gonna take care of everything. Now, for the rest, we have our tournament results. We also have the wonderful guild. You see, this is insane. Usually, I do my videos much later than this, so this is kind of nice. Okay, cool. Bash my phone. BH range duration, chance. Okay, chain lightning damage. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the reward for the tournament. We finished at rank 23 and platinum, which was horrible. However, I've gotta say, the whatchamacallit, still 50 stone, which is pretty good. The condition, the heat level, were versus my gameplay all around. And platinum, we finished in rank 20. So even though shield, we did so much better thanks to this, we just ended up 2 space in front of it, on top of it. So still 50 and 125 gems. Now for the moment of truth, the moment you've been waiting for, the crown. How do we do with the crown? The crown, I'm telling you, since we're at 2.53 Bs, what I'm gonna start doing with the crown, I'm gonna start doing some enhancements, more than just focusing on the lab with enhancement. Now I'm gonna get I think it's orb set, but I'm not sure. Rank 19, 290 stones. I feel like this is good. And sadly, Resistance Reborn, which we did horrible at. Resistance Reborn, however, we're moving forward pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. I love that sound. We did the most horrible 24. Now, here's the good news. There's another person that partake, and we beat him because he did 7. So they have 40 gem and 12 stone. Now, I'm going to be a dumbass because I'm going to be doing 2. We have Wave Accelerator. Oh, this is huge. This is a good card. I got common. Fortress is now level 2, which is great. Wave Accelerator is humongous. So I'm going to start using, because now we have Wave Skip, we have Imbalance, I gotta have Wave Accelerator, because our speed is not great, so this is very, very good. The reason why we're buying cards right now is because, as stupid as it is, card is possibly the worst but the best investment possible. So, for example, if you have a quest for nukes, you have the nukes. If you have a quest for death ray, we have the death ray. If we have a quest for landmine stun, we have the landmine stun, right? We don't have what it takes to use to equip it. But as long as I'm gonna have these cards, it'll be good. And I'm super lucky because when I have are super super good. Like for example, right now it's a big problem that I don't have enough space. We had how much Hearthstone at the 18. I'm gonna be doing a couple level, but Golden Tower already almost done. Leveling up. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, 50 stone to upgrade. So the next weapon takes 50 stone to do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the three substats. So bonus, cooldown, and duration. We're gonna take them to 50. So technically speaking, duration is at 48 right now. It's not 50, but I'll say it's 50. I don't mind for 2, right? And then we'll buy the ultimate weapon. Now the next ultimate weapon is at 150, and 150 will upgrade every single subset times 3 to 150. Now what we'll do is I'll level up some things, because for example right now we have the vampire. We're destroying us. We're nowhere near unlocking it, but a simple death wave would be to do the job. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, love you guys, take it easy. Please, thank you for watching these. I know I'm doing them a lot, but this game is really meaningful to us. I don't think I'm going to finish the event, but at the same time, try my best, you know? All I could do was try, and all we did was try. Anyway, love you guys, take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, yes you blink. Welcome to the show. Guys, we've been watching, having a wonderful day on this glorious 14 September 2005. Today is one of those cringy videos, one of those super cringy videos. Before yesterday we did a video about Fallen Universe. Yesterday we did a video about Hollywood Undead. I have 3 days to finish watching, which is not true because we have 2 days now. Finish watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We're nowhere near this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to try to do it as far as possible, but I don't think so. Long story short, speaking very fast, just to say, because we spoke about Hollywood Undead and reminding myself of the song, because we spoke about Fallen Universe and reminding ourselves of the song. Yesterday I spent the whole night listening to old music that I listened to. So music that I listened to 10 years ago, 13 years ago, because I was becoming a man, you know? And this was meaningful to me. My early 20s were more meaningful in my development than my late 20s, you know? So yeah, so we started listening to these, and it was a surprise by how much I remember them. I still knew them by heart. I was listening to Spring Break Anthem, and Spring Break Anthem is a song from Lonely Island. Again, we're watching B99, right? So it's kind of insane, and I knew the song by heart, and it was surprising because the song is funny. So I'm knowing by heart, and I'm singing it, but I'm also laughing because it is funny, you know. So yeah, it really made me laugh. Now, the principle of this video is, it was just amazing by how much these songs still meant to me. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. Making content is my dream. Can I tell you what video that I made yesterday? All of them? No. Can I tell you what video that I made the day before? All of them? No. Can I tell you what I ate 2 days ago? No. Which is not true because we ate sausage. How do I know? I like food. As simple as this. I wish it was a more meaningful reason, but no, there's none. So all of this to say, okay, so I go in and I see the song. And it's not only how it's not only, yesterday was such a transformative event for me, something so incredible in so many sense. So the first thing I did was with the music, right? It was remembering all of those lyrics, give me a sec. I'm supposed to be the one singing from the world. And we're back, and of course, my leaving, we just died, which is, it's not cool, but hey, that's life. That's life. We just avoided a bit of drama. Drama about what? Don't worry about it. It's all good, my friends. So, yesterday was such a life changing experience because it was music that I've listened to when I was younger, so it had a meaning to me, even if it was only nostalgic. But it was, we went through so much more in the last 10 years than I did my whole life, you know? So, I'm like, okay, well, some of those lyrics I do understand even more than that, which is kind of super important. People streaming, dude. So sucky to see people screaming. Very respectful. Like for example, this morning, oh my god, don't get into a rant, a rant inc. Just somebody this morning had a grocery, what should we call it? A grocery trolley. I don't know what you call it. A grocery cart, yeah. And the grocery cart just bugged me because they're like, dude, you're stealing from a grocery store, come on. But to come back to it, it was those songs that had a nostalgic meaning to it, but I knew what they meant. It was something that was so important to me. It was something that was so meaningful to me because, again, it was a question of, I understand these now. I've been through this, right? When I was listening to them at 18 years old, I had no idea what love was. I had no idea how much a heartbreak would make you suffer, you know? And then we started listening to them, and it was so meaningful. Talking about Hollywood Dead, but also Falling in Reverse. These songs meant so much to me, and you know, with Falling in Reverse, I was going through a lot listening to it. So the difference between this and Hollywood Dead wasn't that much, but just apart from these two bands, the music, how much it evolves. But it doesn't evolve because it's the same piece of content. It evolves because your understanding of said piece of content evolves itself. So your understanding, your relatability with the song is different, and because your relatability with the song is different, then you're different in itself, which I thought was phenomenal. I thought was a mind blowing because you don't really think about it, you know. There's this really cringe stuff, which is listening to a song now do you understand what they mean? But people are right about that. It's a complete different story. It's a completely different story, and you know, I'm just grateful that I grew up with these and I still get to listen to these. You know, to me it was mind blowing. And the craziest thing that happened was I had a friend, Cathy, at Quebec. She went to see Falling in Reverse to see Hollywood Dead, which to me was mind blowing. You know, but that's the way it is, and it was such a good time yesterday. Remembering yourself, having songs that make you laugh. We were listening to Mother Lover, which is not supposed to be the most meaningful song, but makes you laugh. Spring Break Anthem. You watch Real Bros, the Simi Valley, which we did yesterday. And then you watch Spring Break Anthem, and it's just the funniest thing that you ever listen to because it's dumb. It's not supposed to make sense, but at the same time, it does make sense. So, like, wow, you know, wow. And then even though you're not aware of the situation because it's not your reality, you're still aware of the fact. For example, Spring Break Anthem is about douchebags, right? And Simi Valley is people that make fun of douchebags. So it was just like an experience together, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just growing up, how much you remember these songs, how much they mean to you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Tumbling buying. Welcome to our show. Because you guys are doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious, and I do mean glorious day of the 14th of September 25. Bit of a raspy voice. We sang the whole night yesterday. We're gonna do some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, I gotta say, today is the 14th. The show leaves on the 16th, which means that I have 2 whole days to watch it. Do I think that I can watch 6 seasons in 2 days? I don't think I can. I'll be completely honest, I don't think I can. So here's the good news and here's the bad news. But the good news and before. So the good news here is the fact that I work well under pressure. I was cocky. I was a fool thinking that I was gonna be able to do everything, but because we were a fool, it's a very humbling experience. Do you watch the show because you don't have time, or do I get to watch the show as much as I can and recap as much as I can? And I think the answer is both. I think the answer is little A. I get to watch it as much as I want, and get as much as I can, right? And if I finish it, hell yes. If I don't finish it, well, that's life, right? So without further ado, let's continue. As I recall, we watched a couple of episodes, and it was so good. It was so good. We stopped at the Boyle Linetti wedding, which was honestly like a little bit of a disappointing episode, but still, because you're expecting amazing comedy, but it's one of those shows that you kind of need. So yes. Okay, so we are at where? We are at on break. Enemy for Life. I don't know which one it is. Enemy for Life. Yeah, because you see, this is in French, so you have to remember what it is. Yep, it's on break. Yeah. Yeah. So we have something that is super funny. We have a cold opening, which is Jake giving up a relationship. Enemy for Life, which is the wedding of the Boyles and Linetti. You see, they tell you in French. They don't really tell you at. I am so sorry. This is not it. See, I watched 6 episodes today, and I get them mixed up. So Enemy for Life. So you have the care package, which is Jake bringing the stuff back to Sophia. You remember that Sophia was his lawyer girlfriend. Thank you so much for reminding me by having a lawyer girlfriend. He betrayed the whole 9-9, but it's okay. That's for another episode. For another show. So in this one, it's kind of funny because he misses her, right? And he's trying as much as he can. And this is kind of the first time you can tell that that Peralta isn't super used to being rejected. Right? So there you go. So they have the drill, which is something that's super important. Now, what is the coolest thing is they talk the season 1 training camp, and they made it better. They made it the federal training camp, which is a good thing because it is the season 1 the same plot. However, it's a completely different thing. Season 1 was Jake wanting to go out with Amy. Season 2 is Jake wanting to get back with Sophia, which are both about love, I guess. But it's a step above, which is super, super freaking cool. I'd say the MVP of this episode is Charles Boyles. And when Charles Boyle is the MVP, we all rejoice. Can I hear you say we all rejoice? We all rejoice.
Last time you watched Saturday, you watched cartoons the entire time. Well, that's not. Work this out and get back to me. Both of you requested to have this Saturday off, but I just want to be to work.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. So, Rosa and Amy requested to have Saturday off, which is super cool because they said, "Oh, we have this reason for that. We have this reason for this," which is great. Which is great because you realize and as much as this episode is about Charles and Jake, it's also about Amy and Rosa. Amy and Rosa form this bond, which is super cool. So Amy wants this. She wants this day off, and it is super nice because Amy's reason isn't as good as Rosa's reason, but Rosa's reason only is good when you understand what's going on. So she says that she has to go supper with her family, and then Amy's like, "Yeah, but you ate your family, so just give me the Saturday off." And now Rosa is like, "No, I really need Saturday." And then we learn that she wants to present Marcus to the parents, so she means she likes him, right? Which is super cool. Next off. Jake comes back with the sex tape joke. Oh my god, this is such a good episode. Gina and Alt, Gina is bored. Now, what I kind of don't like here is you're repeating 2 plots in one episode. So is the whole crazy cupcake again a bit different? So basically what you're doing is there is a There's a psych test online where you can say, okay, well, what type of personality you are, and then Gina and Oath get the same thing, which is kind of sad because Oath will be offended at that. Gina is happy that they have both, and Oath will be offended at that because Oath get offended at that. He's gonna try to sabotage Gina to prove that she is not on his level. So we have this squad. This Jake gets into a fight with Nick Kroll himself. Nick Kroll is the ultimate douchebag, but Jake acts like a hotshot when in grade. See, in the police, this is one of the worst thing. It doesn't matter how good of a police officer you are, right? It's all about rank. If your rank doesn't mean shit, then you don't mean shit. Lo and behold, so from what I understand, am I a cop? No. Do I understand the cops' politics? No. Am I gonna pronounce myself on it? Absolutely. So because Jake and Nick Kroll got into it, Nick Kroll is like, "Yo, you're the hostage," which is cool because we learned in the last training camp how they treat the perps. So the roles are reversed, how the mighty have fallen. But Boyles is sad because they spend the whole day attached to a chair. And the whole day Jake is thinking about Sophia and how much she misses him and how much she didn't text him. So Charles like, yeah, let's fucking do it. And what happened is they get free. And because they get free, Jake is not able to think about it, you know? And that's typical. Because Jake thinks about it. And then even then if they win, Charles acts like a freaking leader, and he says, "Hey, Jake, are you down for taking that douchebag Kroll out? Amy, Rosa, your score are equal. Are you down to make it not equal?" So he's motivating the troops, which is, I can say, I did not see that. They have a thing called hostage. They take out the stage and it's hose, which is super funny. Jake gets in trouble, which is super funny because we learn of Charles. The best joke of the episode is Charles had a dog called Molly, which was his first dog, and Jake's make fun of her because she's dead. She's like, "Oh, she's in hell, she's in hell, she's in hell," and Charles like, no, she was a good puppy. She's in heaven. She's in dog heaven," which reminds me of a movie. All dogs dies in heaven. We have a score, which is Rosa and Amy. The one that have the most points, win. Saturday off. Now we have Cruz that comes in, and Cruz is like, "Yo," he's very thankful because this is a huge opportunity for the precincts, because what it does is like Homeland Security, FBI, and then NYPD, which again with the ranking is lower. I got no voice. I sang the whole night yesterday. Not karaoke in my apartment alone. Is it sad? No, it's pretty cool. It's gangster. So Terry's like, "Yo, we're so thankful that you have us for your trial." But then they call the cops fats, and then Terry gets mad, and Terry is so funny because we destroy the chair, and it's just a bad performance. Terry is a monster, but he's a happy monster, right? So there you go. Charles, super good speech. Super good speech. And Kroll, I gotta say, I like the Kroll show. I didn't watch him in a lot of stuff. I didn't watch Big Mouth. I didn't watch a lot of things that he's in. But I did watch Kroll show because I thought it was funny. My favorite Kroll show sketch, Publicity, which is really good. Publicity is the shizzle. If you don't know what Publicity is, you're missing out. Trust me. So this is 17 out of... No, let's go. Hope it's almost done. And so we're gonna do these. I have to upgrade these. I have another tower. I love me some towers. Okay, next on the list. Jake spent a ton of reference between Die Hard. And apparently Die Hard is the best cop movie that it is. Here's where I do it coming out. I have never watched Die Hard. Not the first one, not the second one, not the third one, not the fourth one. I know I'm a fraud. I'd call myself a connoisseur of modern art, but I never saw Die Hard. I'm a fraud. So this is super funny because this will give the ID to Kroll. Jake's like fuck you, troll. We're not gonna go down, right? Now we're hostage. We're no more hostages. We're having you guys hostage. So now you don't want us pizza. And this is also a funny moment because Charles like, oh, I wanted my pizza special way, otherwise it's gonna be soggy. And then Jake's like, sure. And then Charles gets a pizza, but it's soggy. It's like, did it play us all along, Jake? It's a trap. Which was really, really funny. They go in and they destroyed everybody except for Mr. Kroll, which is super cool. I have learned what a blondie is today. And again, old trying to get Gina to be discredited, which is sad. But there's a really good ending for that. The only one left is Jake. And apparently in Die Hard, what he does is he pretends like he's surrendering, and then he has a gun taped at his back. So he takes the gun and pow, you know. But so Kroll does that to Jake, and Jake's like, "Oh my God, I've been McCained," which is possibly the name of the main character in Die Hard. I know it's Bruce Willis though. I know. I think it's Bruce Willis, and I think there's Keanu Reeves, but I'm not sure. Kroll's pretty badass in this one. So Kroll says you're not invited next year. You guys are douchebags, which is not him the douchebag. It's not them the douchebag, it's him. Old apologized to Gina, and this is a great ending. He's like, you know what? The test was wrong. But it wasn't wrong about you, it was wrong about me. I've been a shitty leader and I apologize for that. So gotta say, this is the nicest way to say the situation they could have thought about. So shout out to the writer of B99, or for a couple of people, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And that's the episode, which is pretty cool, huh? I know that's what I said. Yeah, so we have the next one, which is the Wednesday incident, which is possibly one of my favorite, if not my favorite episode of the whole season. Not the whole show, the whole season. Why? Because we got my dearly beloved Kevin. You see, I gotta say, I think I prefer Kevin to... No, I was gonna say I prefer Kevin to Alt. I don't know, Kevin is so cool. I would trade Kevin with fuck. I would trade Kevin with so many people. Now the question is to who? And the answer is I will not say. I will not say. Which is kind of cool. There's also a really cool scene with Rosa and Amy that I did mention, because I mentioned before, where Rosa tells Amy, like, listen, me and Marcus is getting serious, I want him to meet my parents. And I just wish there was more of those moments, because it's a moments of friendship between Rosa and Amy, and we don't see that enough, which for some reason, I don't know why, but we don't see that enough. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Pretty good, huh? Thank you. Cool. Old is very pissed off, and we don't know why. So he gets into a argument with everybody. It's like, yo, clean your desk. Walt is being pissed off. So Jake is like, yo, he calls the whole precinct. It's like, hey, how come Old is in a bad mood? And what I love here, douchebag hunking for no reason. What I love here is your boss is mad at you. So your first reaction is, let's all leave work. Let's all go hide and not work. And let's talk about it. No, dude, you work and you hope it passes. But hey, what do I know? I'm only a blue-collar French Canadian. So people think that it's Jake that did something, because Jake wanted to celebrate, so he brought some cider, which is called the Wednesday incident. I love this. He takes some champagne and then he needs to pick up the sparkler, which is super funny. Oh yeah, okay. So Charles, so Alt's like no overtime, which is important because a lot of the cops are doing overtime. I guess, I don't know again. So Charles like, yo, I did the biggest arrest of my life, which is a bank robbery. And then the bank robbery is a old man, which is a pretty funny scene, because the whole time people hate on Charles because, like, you arrested a poor old man that's kind of dementia, like, that is kind of, I don't know what you call it. What you call somebody that has dementia? But he doesn't. It's actually really there. You're playing a role, right? I'll tell Amy, or remind me of my granddaughter. And the funniest thing is, when she left, she's like, you know what I'm gonna spend my money on? Hookers. And he said, huh? I love that. It made me laugh. You know what I thought this was a very popular artist or actor. And he basically tells Charles, yes, listen, I steal it from the bank. Jake is trying to get old to see, hey, what's wrong? Is there trouble at home? So this is kind of the best part. We know, and why is this the best part? Because it's just brilliant writing. We know Jake and Gina knew each other from the past. So apparently Jake was the reason that Gina got the job in the precinct. So when Jake got a job for Gina, Gina said, I owe you one. And Jake is like, no, I kept it. Now, time to pay back biatch. It doesn't say biatch, but I would have added biatch myself, you know? I think it's more, no, she's an icon, so. But still, I feel like it's a bit more friend from a long time. Gina, we learned that she's the favorite of Kevin and Holt, because when she goes home, everybody from workplace are getting called from their family name, but Gina is Gina versus Mrs. Linetti, which I love. I absolutely love. Kevin is a doll again. So then Jake asks Kevin if there's problem at home, and then Kevin's like, I don't know. He had some plain toast. This is his good mood breakfast. Like everybody's like, okay. What they do is they retrace the steps, which is cool because it shows they care for Holt. See, I'm not gonna be a dick, but there's some people in the precinct that was saying, hey, you need my overtime, and Jake's kind of the only one that says, no. I want to figure it out. I want to figure out why my boss is mad. And this is super sad. There's an episode that made me almost cry. Is Jake and his real father. And this is later on today. We're going to do it today. Jake and his father. His father's an asshole. And then you got Holt that comes in and he's a good dad to Jake. So I had to point it out. I had to say it. Okay, next on the list. We have Jake very pissed. We talk about what he's done. This is super cool.
Want to know what I'm going to do with the money I stole? Prostitutes.
That made me really happy. Because it's creepy. Yeah, like I told you. So you go in, and this is the good. This is super fucking funny because he goes to the coffee shop, and Holt goes to the coffee shop a lot. And then what happened is the waitress, she's like, oh my god, this is one of the best episodes for Kevin and Holt. I just love them. They're the gay that I never needed. I got a wonderful dad, I have to say it. But it's just wonderful. One of my favorite episodes. I'm gonna get I could do energy drinks. Should I do energy drinks? Because I'm kind of thirsty. You got an appointment tomorrow. You know what? There's no day like the present. And fuck the rest. Energy drink it is. I was thirsty too. White peach Zoa. White peach Zoa. So cool thing here. What am I saying? Really cool thing here. Charles, this is the second time that he's trying to establish himself as a more of a serious character. And not just a puppy behind Jake. And I gotta say, I kind of like it. So, last episode we had Charles, who had some leadership ability to gather the morale, gather the troops, right? It's cool. Charles has got a big guy. This guy, although old and senile, I'm sorry, still stole from 3 banks, so that's huge. We got something to drink, but I didn't. Inky, you beloved summer's child. Is it better? It's much better. The sound tonight is not that pretty, but we love it. We love it. It's lovely. Of course, we're gonna be playing some The Tower. I don't know what to do. I don't even know. We've been doing the same time for more than 100 hours. Okay, next on the list.
You wanna know what I'm...
Oh yeah, always go to a coffee shop and you talk to the waitress, and the waitress like, "Oh, you're Jake," and then she's like, and she's kind of cute too. And this is an item in the show. They make this the greatest comedy show. I have to talk about something. Side note, okay? I know I've been doing it a lot lately, but I have to do a side note. And this one is important. The last one you can skip. This one is important. The reason why I didn't realize or remember just how good Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the first time I watched it after The Office. So it was funny, but I was doing 18th season of a similar show. Second reason is, I was watching it at work, not really enjoying it. Third reason is, the 2 times that I watched it, I didn't wait enough. I have a tendency to do that. I have a tendency to do, oh, let's rewatch a game, let's replay a game, let's rewatch a show. When I shortly after I finish it, right? I have a hard time let it go. Let it go, right? So yeah, so with that being said, I just felt the need to talk about it because Brooklyn Nine-Nine is such a good show. Such a good show. So she goes in and she talks about Jake's like, oh, it's not normal to act that way when you're at your age. And the most beautiful thing out of that is Jake asks that is, are you single? Was it a good moment? Because that established that, okay, well, Sophia is over. Last episode, not 4 episodes ago, we established that Jake wishes Sophia calls him back. This episode, not next episode, this episode, he's looking for someone that's single. So this is really important and really cool. So then she tells it in order, which is toast and whatever. And this is super fucking funny because oh my god, the next scene is even better. Because they said it's a boring breakfast, but it's like Kevin's like, oh, this is very good mood breakfast. Now here it is. Jake goes in, and this is my favorite scene ever. So they go in for painting, and he ask what is old painting, and then the guy says old he's fitting just gray rock, and this is so freaking nice because this is my Dundee. Okay, wow, this show, wow. So at the end of the episode, because they saw the situation, Kevin gives a gift to 2 people, to Jake and Gina. By the way, now it's Linetti because he's mad at her. But at the end of the show, she gets back to being Gina. So, yes, sir. He gives 2 painting of a rock. And, no, wait. Jake receive number 300 something, and then Jake said, "You guys did 300 painting of these. You guys are fun." Sorry. This is super nice. Old is still pissed. We learn why. Look at this. Terry says to catch another new level of anger, and look at it, what it is. Nice. I love this. Okay. Nice. Wait. Nice.
Here, just keep track of what's going on.
And how you get off.
Okay.
Just keep track of what's going on with all the boxes.
Gina is able to pull through her connection versus the assistant. The assistant apparently have a secret assembly. You don't say it's secret, but I want to say it's secret. Again, when we're looking here, what are we doing? Make sure that you're recording, which you are. Thank you so much, darling. Hey there, Delilah. So the thing, I'm doing so much. There's a day where I'm exhausted, to be honest. So yeah, so there's a secret association. It's not secret, but I like to say it's secret. of Gina and all the other bosses. And then we learned that Ult was supposed to go to his fencing appointment, but then, and this is this is so cool, because we learned that Ult didn't go to fencing appointment. Kevin is hurt because his husband lied to him. Didn't go to the fencing appointment. And to him, this is the first time that Ult lies to him. Now, technically speaking, Ult has a very good reason, but you'll see why. So basically, we have... So Jake puts himself in the shoes of Captain Ult. I gotta say, Jake...
Captain Cole, is that you? Oh, no, it's Jake. Nailing your voices.
Look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. I love this. I just love this. So Terry, and this is what I love here. Is different people doing different things. So Ult is there's the water. Terry is like, okay, well, Ult is in a bad mood, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna help him fix it. By making sure that nothing else started the mood, right? It's gonna pass. Just like, no, let's confront him. And I gotta say, I don't know what I would do. I think I'm more of a Terry kind of guy when it comes to this, which is a great thing. If you were wondering, of course, and you were wondering, right? Cool, me too. Same. Cool. No. Doi. I don't know what doi means again. So Scully and Hitchcock take a street flare to have some oatmeal, and then he is really pissed. Ult is really pissed because he cuts them. Yeah, so what happened is Ult was mugged because 3 people tried to steal from him. What happened is he ended up beating them one by one. Why was he hiding? What was he lying for? Because he got stabbed. Could have passed away. So he said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I shouldn't have acted that. I was impulsive and I regret my action. So it's not anger, it's shame.
I want you to tell me everything, especially things that make
Darren is super mad because Raymond didn't tell him everything. This is super cool. So he gets pissed in the elevator, which is insane because it's super icy. Fun fact is, I stopped watching here yesterday. Gina gives an idea to Jake to be able to do. This is so good. There you go. Peralta, you're a genius. And this is super cool because when Jake was trying to imitate, what he says here is very sentimental, it's very nice, it's a very cool scene. Ult says, like, listen, I was ashamed of what I did. I could have gotten badly injured. It was a stupid mistake. I didn't want to worry my husband, so I had to lie to him, and I felt bad about lying to him. And I was angry at myself, but I took it out on the squad. Is basically what he's saying. The coolest moment isn't that. The coolest moment is he's basically saying, like, how can I put this? This is him putting value on Peralta. And there's time where he complimented Peralta, but Peralta was always more of a project, a passion project, you know? So he's like, and when Peralta was copying Ult, he said, Peralta, you're a genius. And then he says it, so Jake is all messed up. So Kevin goes in, and the first thing he says is Peralta and Gina. So what that means is she's back on first name basic, which is amazing. Look.
Treasure was speaking for Roger 39 and 367. Oh, we good, Rock?
367. with one rock.
This guy parties!
Yeah. Amazing show. Amazing show. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna make another part after that, don't worry. And that is where we say goodbye. I'll see you in a couple minutes with episode 17. Today, by the way, before you leave, because you stay for 2 minutes, so I'm grateful of the time. It's gonna be 17, 18, 19. Wow. I only have 3 episodes left. Wow. My apologies. I'm a madman because I think I'm gonna be able to do it. My apologies. My apologies. People say I don't apologize enough. Well, you didn't see my videos. Aha. Aha. Free of space, please, please. 900, that's not enough. Aha. You can go screw yourself. I do not care. I don't owe you anything. 2.1, this is horrible. Shit la merde. Shit la merde, bro. Okay. Plan B. Transferring files, but the problem is you're full too. You're not full, but you're sort of full. Oh. See, 4.2 gigs of data. Jade. Do I know you, Jade? No, I don't know you. Haha. Great. I don't need this, which is perfect. Great. That's off. You're a dumbass. You didn't check if you uploaded first. You didn't check if you uploaded first. Thank you, you did it. Whew. My Atlantis. Oh. 17:22. You uploaded it with the wrong thing. I see through you. I know what you are. See the devil more than I see God. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. Ch-ch-ch. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. I see through you. I know what you are. See the devil more than I see God. And if you ask it by my name, I hope you choke on every word you fucking say. I see through you. I know what you are. I see the devil more than I see God. And I feel that says by my name. I hope you choke on every word you fucking say. I see through you. I know what you are. I see the devil more than I see God. And if you lost it by your name. Okay, we're good. That was a scary thought, but we got it. Yes. Okay, copy. Seven. Won't be long, people. Won't be long. It won't be long. And with this, we'll be good forever. With this, we'll be good forever. I don't know where you are. It won't be long, people. It won't be long. I know you want your tower. I know you want your nature corn. It won't be long. There you go, that's perfect. So I'm going to delete these two. We're making it a lot of space, which is good. Good. You're supposed to be done already. What's taking you so long? So I'll use my voice, I'll be so fucking rude. But I always said that I never should. And I know that all but all my tears are being used though on another love. 3 hours. This is kind of caca. Because I'm not gonna have time to do anything else. God damn it. Okay. Cool. And we're back to being nature recording. Ink, you died. Sorry guys, I was doing something else. And I'm gonna do something crazy. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trade free upgrades for Wave Accelerator. You're insane, Ink. You're insane. Somebody stop him. Nothing can stop me. Ooh. Dumpling is buying with a honestly scary number of storage left, but hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, and who risk nothing gains nothing. I think that somewhere along those lines there's a saying, and you don't mind me saying so, don't you? A little bit of a joke, if you allow it, and I hope you allow it. So we are back, guys, with the episode 17 of season 2 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We still have our Zoa White Peach because, you know, I'm a good boy. I didn't drink of camera, which is possibly me being ashamed, but hey, we'll say it's another one. So we have, this is super cool, we have Amy on her case. This is in 2 season and a half, 1.5. I'll say 3/4, but I'm not sure. We have Amy first case, which is our important case, which is Gregor Minsk. Gregor Minsk is, or Nemesis is the guy that she's been waiting for a while to catch. So it's a super cool episode. It's actually super meaningful. So she goes in and she goes after the bad guy, which is again, you're right, you got this. You got this, dude. We have the wedding of Gina, and this is kind of sad because you see Amy trying to put herself in a more authoritative figure. For example, in the training camp, she was trying to say 9-9, nobody was following her. Here she's doing a speech, but Gina pushed her off, and she's like, no, this is my turn, I talk. A huge fan of Gina. I'm a fan of that. Dunzo. So delightful white peach. So this is really, really, really cool. Jake is in charge of the ring, which of course he will fuck up. Don't worry about this, but he still will fuck up. So what happened is Gina, and this is brilliant writing from the team. Gina, which was raised in the same neighborhood as Jake, and her and Jake are super close. Her mom actually knows the girl who abandoned Peralta at his bar mitzvah. Ooh, my apologies. There you go. Always 3, but not 4. Why not 4? You're asking the wrong fucking person. Why did I do that? I don't know. A little bit of a prayer, I guess. So yeah, so you talk about her, which is the one that broke his heart, and she broke his heart, and this is super cool, super cool because again, this is a chance. He's single since he gave up on Sophia, and she is single for the first time since she broke his heart, thanks to Eddie Funk, which is the nemesis of Jake. So cool scene here. Cool. What happened is Charles tried to warn Jake that Amy is nearby by saying "Hey," and he doesn't care. Amy and Jake are super cool with the whole thing. Rosa doesn't know if she wants to. She doesn't know. She wants to invite Marcus, and it's super cool. But at the same time, it's kind of sad because Rosa and Marcus. Oh, my apologies. Main plot line is Rosa is reserved, and she should allow more of herself. She should open up more, right? At the same time, it's a good reason for not giving an actress or an actor some time. because again, you're putting their character as a super reserved character, right? So if they don't share, then that is in character, by the way. But it comes at a price. It comes at a big price. And what is that big price? You say, well, my dear friend, let me say it to you. You will freak the F out. The big price is the fact that all of the improvement is off-screen. Barkus, meaning the parents, is off-screen. Now, here's the reality. Nick Cannon is possibly very expensive. So you don't want to use him too much, right? I know. That's what I said, right?
Use like a starring role in the wedding of the century.
Already told you I'm not going there.
So the Gina, the guy who's in charge of it, he canceled the last second, so she's looking for somebody else. She goes to Terry and Holt, which is kind of cool because she both see them in somewhat of a same fashion as a father figure, but also as an authority figure, and she respects authority. Now she has a crush on Terry for a while. This is kind of funny. But yeah, so Terry takes it because Holt is unable to do emotion, but Terry goes in and he's way too. That's super cool. Holt is, of course, a mastermind at emotions, so that's why he gets picked out. Amy comes in, and I gotta say, this episode made me not ball out, but it's a very good episode. So Amy goes in, and she said, "Please, Jake, help me. Minsk is again is super important in my story. It's you said Nemesis. He's the guy she is not afraid of, but she's the guy you kind of have to put behind bars, you know. Just realized something that is sort of good, sort of really good. If I can do it, I'm going to free a lot of space and not a lot of time. Because right now we're running against the clock. And when I say running against the clock, you have no idea. We're running against the clock. We did a TikTok live. I can possibly do that because I don't need to put it on TikTok. Yes, sir. There you go. Today is the 14th, so TikTok live 14/9/2025. Good. Sorry, of course we're doing this on live, because why not? Just have to wait until it's prepared. Yeah, because we're running against, so this one is almost full. And I like to do, usually, I like to have both working against each other. So this one working with this one, and this one working with this one. Since this one is full because of, again, a broken file, I just for the computers I could technically delete it, but I don't want to delete it because I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. 25 minutes, which is great. That's humongous. That is humongous. Okay. Oh, ink. Did they take some space? Yes, it did. Oh. Plan backfire. Okay, it's not a big deal. Ink, you got this. Focus, you got this. NatureCon, 26 minutes and a half. We got 26 minutes and 9 seconds. Nice. So Amy is asking Jake for his help, and this is super important and kind of a sad scene because she would have done so for Jake right away. Jake needs to be convinced, and she said Minx is the Eddie Fung to my Jake Peralta. So this was kind of cool. So they go after him. By going after him, what happened is Jake loses the ring. Charles is super happy. Rosa, super cool scene here. I love the character of Rosa. Finally, something to do with her. She has finally some character development where she tells like, hey, the father of Boyle, hey, you're kind of courageous to do that. I don't know if I could. And then the father of Boyle is like, you think it's a mistake? I'm going way too fast. So, by the father of Boyle's being able to take a risk, I'm going to tell you the scene. This is an amazing scene, but Charles Boyle's father will inspire Rosa, which is fantastic. They want to arrest Minsk. Minsk is able to get away, but he fights. This is super nice. This is super nice. Charles has to talk with his father, try to psych him up. Charles' father is weird, but Charles is also weird. Also, at the same time, Charles is way less weird than his father, so Charles is possibly the golden child of the Boyles family. Gary takes the speech, but he ends up crying, so he's not able to. Holt is going to take over, which is funny because Holt is the last one you want saying your speeches, but at the same time, it's a really good move. It's a really good ending, and you love it. So Amy and Jake goes, they get Minsk. But by getting Minsk, they run, and then they lose the ring. Jake meets the girl, which is Crush. I said the actress that they chose for the Crush is gorgeous. However, guess what? Jake doesn't have the ring, and because he has to go there, she finds out another guy and she starts kissing him. There's a lot of cool scene in between Jake and Amy. There's some tension going on, but at the same time, the actors are so talented because you feel like there's pressure going on. However, you don't feel like it's the same pressure that you had at the beginning of the show. In the beginning of the show, you had a love connection. You feel like it's two people that really care about each other. There's nothing that's gonna happen, but still. So me liking mucho. Problem is, Jake has a ring stuck to his finger. The mom talks to Gina, and she's not afraid. She said, "This is the best of my life." And she's like, "What do you mean, third death day?" "Well, I have you and I sex with one of the roadie for a..." No. I know what's going on. Oh, battery's dead. I have to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.